we heard about why Chaitanya Katha when there is Krishna Katha, right? The significance of Chaitanya Katha. And we also heard about the Chaitanya Lila in what are the literatures that documented Chaitanya Lila, that contains Chaitanya Lila that we have heard, and the place of Chaitanya Charitamrita. And after that, we entered into the Chaitanya Charitamrita. And that has Adi Lila, Madhya Lila, and Antya Lila. And in Adi Lila, we have this Mangalacharana and the branch of Chaitanya tree and the pastimes of the Lord, initial pastimes of the Lord up until Sannyasa. So those are the three categories in Adi Lila. So in the first category, in the Mangalacharana, what we heard was about Vande Gurun, Isha Bhaktan, Ishan, and I will show you this one. Shri Radha Gopinath can check. If I show you this, then it will be easier for you. Yeah. So this is what we heard. Vande Gurun Isha Bhaktan Isham Ishavatarakan Tat Prakasham Cha Tat Shaktim Krishna Chaitanya Samyakam. So in Mangalacharana, we are getting to know about this six manifestations of the Lord. The Lord manifests in 6 ways to enjoy, to relish within himself. And these are the 6 ways. So in the last week, we heard about Gurun, Isha Bhaktan, and Isham. And in Gurun, we heard about Siksha Guru and Diksha Guru. And Isha Bhaktan, we heard that all the bhaktas are pure devotees. Pure devotees perfected, pure devotees, and pure devotees in progress. Like that. So that's what we have heard. And in Isham, this is about Isha, Lord Chaitanya. In this category, what we have heard is regarding Lord Chaitanya in Isham. We heard about who is Lord Chaitanya. And Lord Chaitanya is Lord Krishna with the Bhava, Radha Bhava Suvalitam, with the complexion and mood of Radharani. That's just a simple definition. And there were many other verses describing who Lord Chaitanya is, but just in short. So we heard about who Lord Chaitanya is. And when did Lord Chaitanya appear? When will he appear? So Lord Chaitanya appears once in a day of Brahma. Brahma has, like he has 100 years. We have 100 years, he has 100 years. But his 100 years are millions and millions of years. So one day of Brahma has 14 Manvantaras. 14 Manus rule the Manus. They rule the whole Brahmanda. So 14 Manus rule. So one day has 14 Manvantaras. And one Manvantara has 71 Divya Yugas. Each Divya Yuga has 4 yugas. That is Kruta Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, Kali Yuga. Okay. So all these 4 yugas put together is called Divya Yuga. So like this, there are 71 Divya Yugas in one Manvantara. And like that, there are 14 Manvantaras in one day of Brahma. So we are now in the 7th Manvantara. So in the 7th Manvantara, 28th Divya Yuga. This is when Lord Krishna descends himself in Dwapara Yuga, and followed by the appearance of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. That's in 28th Divya Yuga. This is why this is called Divya Yuga. This 28th one in the 7th Manvantara. So this is when Lord Gauranga appears, and we are in that Divya Yuga. We are in that Kali Yuga where Lord Krishna himself descended as his devotee, Krishna Chaitanya. So whoever speaks Krishna Katha, Chaitanya Katha in the rest of the Divya Yugas, we don't know what they will speak. Maybe they'll speak. In the previous Divya Yuga, this is called Dhanya Kali Yuga. Because Lord Chaitanya is appeared in this Kali Yuga, so that's why this is called Dhanya Kali Yuga. Dhanya Kali Yuga of this Divya Yuga, right? 4 yugas put together is Divya Yuga. So I was just thinking, maybe after 29, 30th in those Divya Yugas, all those who speak about Chaitanya Kada, then they would say, in the 28th Divya Yuga, few yugas before us, Lord Chaitanya has appeared to give love of Godhead to all the beings. So like that. So we are in that Divya Yuga. We are in that Dhanya Kali Yuga. This is when Lord Chaitanya appeared. Okay. And why did he appear? That also we heard. The internal reasons and external reasons. The 3 internal reasons why the Lord appeared. And of course, the external reasons just happened to be there. Though it is said, even when Lord Krishna had to appear, just when the Lord decides, desires to do something, coincidentally, there will be a need in a planet for his appearance, like that. So, the internal reasons are important. 3 internal reasons. What are they? To know the glory of the Krishna Prema, a love of God, love of Krishna that Radharani is experiencing. What is that glory? Why did he think like that? Gauranga Mahaprabhu, why did he think like that? We'll get to that soon. So to know the glory of the Krishna Prema that Srimati Radharani is experiencing in her heart. What is the joy? Joy comes the next. Yeah. That's first thing is the glory of the devotional service. Second thing is, what is that sweetness in me that Radharani is experiencing? I want to experience that sweetness too. Yeah. And the third one is the joy. Yeah. This glory of devotional service, this glory of loving devotional service, Krishna Prema, I want to see the glory of it. Not only that, but I want to experience the joy that Radharani has, that a devotee. She's a Mahat devotee. That she has when she's serving me. I know I am being served. And I know I am Atma Rama. But what is happening to Srimati Radharani that she's so joyful? I want to experience that. So the glory of the devotee is more than the glory of the Lord. Because the devotee is gloriously situated in the love of the Lord, loving service of the Lord. So the glory of the devotee is much more than the glory of the Lord. And the joy of the devotee is even more than the Lord. Otherwise, why would the Lord come down to experience that joy? So those are the 3 internal reasons why the Lord decided that he should enter into the heart of Srimati Radharani and steal these 3 things. That's when he becomes, Shyama becomes Gaura. Lord Krishna becomes Gaura Sundara and enters into the womb of Mother Sachi. And that's exactly then Advaita Acharya was offering the Ganga water and Tulsi Devi to Shalagrama. And he just happened to offer them. Look at the beauty of how it follows. So on that note, the external reasons are because Advaita Acharya appeal to the Lord to please descend. That's one reason. And the other reason is the Lord has thought, oh, there is so much of Vaidhi Bhakti going on. Yeah, well, but that doesn't give me great pleasure. I want to teach how to do Raga Bhakti in Datsya, Dasya, in Dasya Bhava, Sakya Bhava, Vatsalya, and Shringara Bhava, the four Raga Bhakti. I want to teach how to do that Raga Bhakti, the mellows of Raga Bhakti. And the third one, when we categorize, it feels like point 1, point 2, point 3. But how wonderfully it flows. The Lord has decided within. And these external reasons happen to be there. Like that. So the third one is, I want to establish that Sankirtana, distribute this love of Godhead to everybody. These are the external reasons. To understand the dynamics, what we have heard is, when the honey is poured in a cup, when it is poured so much in the cup, what flows out of the cup? Of course, it is the honey that flows out, right? So when the Lord decided to relish these three things internally, and when he's singing out loud and walking in the streets, what will flow out of him? Of course, love of Godhead. Of course, the Raga Bhakti. Like that. So those are the internal and external reasons. So that we heard. One thing here, dear devotees, in the we will not have opportunity to relish this one point. In the internal reasons, when the gopis see the Lord Krishna, they feel so happy. So happy. Why? It's not because they are going to get some enjoyment from the Lord. As we heard this morning, when we see something or somebody, why do we feel happy? Because we get something from them. Something. Anything, something. Yeah. Their company is good, their friendship is good, something from them. Yeah, like that. So that is the reason for the conditional souls to be happy, because they get something from outside. But the gopis' reason to be happy is, here is our Lord. He's going to be so happy now. And I'm so happy because he's going to be so happy. So the reason for the happiness of the gopis is, now the Lord is here. He will look at us and he will enjoy us and he's going to be so happy. This makes the gopis very happy. And then the Lord looks at the gopis, Srimati Radharani. And then Lord also feels happy. Why does Lord feel happy? Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, he says this in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. This one, dear devotees. Loka dharma, veda dharma, deha dharma, karma. Lajja, dhairya, deha sukha, atma sukha, marma. Dushtajya arya patha, nija parijana. Swajane karaye yata, thadana vatsana. Sarva tyaga kare kari, Krishnera bhajana. Krishna sukha hetu, kare prema sevana. Lord sees that this is what gopis are. This is what Srimati Radharani is. They don't care for the Loka Dharma. They don't care for what people think about them. They don't care for the Veda Dharma. They're not worried about the Vedic injunctions of what a chaste wife should be doing and how a chaste wife should be. They don't care for Deha Dharma. They're not even caring for their bodily needs. They don't care for the karma, fruitive activities. Fruitive activities is, what is it there? For me. What is in there for me is fruitive activity. Bhakti is what is in there for Krishna. So gopis, they don't care for karma, fruitive activities. And they didn't care for lajja. They put aside the shyness. When Lord Krishna was being taken to Mathura by Akrura, they have tried everything to stop the chariot. And finally they thought, we will go. First they hid. It didn't work out. They cried, didn't work out. And they were offering, they were pleading outright in front of all the residents of Vrindavan. These are wedded wives of somebody. And here they are coming and pleading, Krishna, please don't go. You are our sweetheart. Where is their shyness? They put it aside. And they were lying down on the earth to stop the wheels of the chariot. They said, Akrura, you cannot move further. If you're moving further, it should be on our bodies only. They put aside all their shyness, lajja, and dhairya. They had such patience. Deha sukha, they did not care for the comfort of the body. They didn't even care for the needs of the body, what to speak of the comfort of the body. Atma sukha marma. They had no thought of what will give me happiness. No thought of their happiness, only happiness of Krishna. And dushtajya aryapata nija parijana. Dushtajya aryapata. Aryapata is, these honored ways of the society, they put them aside. Nija parijana, their own family members, they put everybody aside. Their husband, the parents, the in-laws, the children, everybody aside. Again, to remember, he's the Lord of everyone. He's the Lord of the whole family also. So they put everybody aside. And swajani karaye yata thadana bharsana. So, swajani, all their family members, they chastise them and they punish the gopis. Did any of these things stop them from going to Lord Krishna, from thinking of Lord Krishna, from meditating upon their Lord, from serving their Lord lovingly? None of these things stopped the gopis. Sarvatyaga kari kare Krishnera bhajana. Krishnera bhajana. Krishnera bhajana, seva outside, bhajana inside. Yeah? Krishna sukha hetu kare prema sevana. Krishnera bhajana inside. Krishnera prema sevana outside. This is all about gopis. Gopis means this. So Krishna, when he looks at gopis, why wouldn't he feel happy? Naparaye aham. I cannot relieve the debt. How much you have for me. How much love you have for me. So there is a reason. There is a reason why Bhagwan feels happy looking at the gopis. Because this is the glory of the gopis. This is the glory of the devotees. This is why the devotees are more glorious than Bhagwan. Bhagwan really likes to hear that. Yes, please. Please say it more. Yes, my devotees are more glorious than me. Actually, Bhagwan says that is, I think, when Durvasa Muni goes there, he's asking for pardon, excuse. The Lord says, why did you come to me, Durvasa Muni? I take the dust of the lotus feet of my devotees. That is how I survive. That's what the Lord says. So this is the glory of the devotees. And that's why the Lord is happy looking at the gopis. But remember, dear devotees, what we heard? Gopis were million times happy. And the Lord is very happy looking at the devotees. And the Lord is thinking, I am very happy looking at the gopis. But why are they million times happy? So much more happy than me, the Atma Rama. Then, so what is the glory? What is the glory of the thing that they are experiencing? And the love for me, I want to know. And I also want to experience that. Like that, Bhagavan was thinking. So, yeah, like this. So, looking at the happiness of the gopis, the Lord happiness also increases. When the Lord happiness increases one, say 10 times, the gopis happiness increases 10 million times. What is this dynamics going on, huh? Because the gopis are thinking, our Lord is so happy now, so happy looking at us. Oh, we are so glad that we made our Lord happy. If it is 10 times for the Lord, 10 million times the happiness for the gopis. So much happiness and joy in the devotion and in devotional service to Bhagavan, in the meditation in Bhagavan. So like that, and that's about the happiness, about the beauty, huh? Lord Shyamasundara is beautiful. Gopis look at the beauty of the Lord. But when the Lord looks at the gopis, the beauty of the gopis, they is increased further. Again, million folds. Everything that happens to the devotees is million folds. Their beauty is enhanced million folds. And Lord looks at them and the beauty, again, their beauty is beauty of the devotion. Then the Lord is happy again. And so his beauty is increased. So like that, it constantly, it's an ongoing thing between Bhagavan and the bhaktas. The joy and the beauty, how the competition goes on between the bhaktas, gopis, and the Bhagavan. So, Bhagavan really got interested into this matter and he thought, I want to look into this. I want to experience this. So that's how he ended up coming to us as Chaitanya Chandra. Krishna Chandra came down as Chaitanya Chandra. So these are the internal reasons, external reasons that we have heard. So that's what we have heard in, what was that? Here, this is where we were, dear devotees, regarding Isham. So we wanted to recap and also relish this part about the internal reasons of why Lord chose to advent. So that's why we wanted. And this time is deliberately given for this topic to hear about this aspect. So that's what we have heard so far. Gurum, Isha, Bhaktan, and Isham. Today, for the rest of the time that we have, we will hear about this, Tat Prakasham. Tat Prakasham, the Prakasham of Isha is Nityananda Ram. And Ishavataram, Avataram is Advaitacharya. Tat Shakti is Gadadhara Pandita. So now that we have heard Gurum, Isha Bhaktan, and Isham so far, we will hear about Tat Prakasham aspect today. And what this will cover is, dear devotees, it will cover all about Nityananda Ram. We will hear about who is Nityananda Ram and the 5 expansions of the Nityananda Ram and the rasa of Nityananda Ram or Balarama, how he serves Bhagavan in different rasas that we will hear. We will hear these 3 aspects, but as we go through the chart, we will see a chart that is available online. That's all very well put together. We will go to that first. As we hear that, we will know in detail about what are these Prabhava Vilasa, Vaibhava Vilasa, different expansions, all these questions that we had in the beginning of the reading of the Chaitanya Charitamrita, now we have an opportunity to delve into that in detail. So that's what we are going to hear today. So in that way, we will not only we will be hearing about Nityananda Ram, but we are also going to hear about all the avatars. So in that way, Isha Avatara Khan is also, that also will be covered. Most part of that will be covered. Okay, so that will be the plan. Now we will enter into that, the chart. I'll share that chart. That's a very nice one that I found online. Let me share that. I will post this also. I will post this on the WhatsApp group too. Yes. So this is the chart. Are you able to see, dear devotees, the chart that I'm sharing now?
No, Mataji.
No, not yet. Okay. I want to bring in a one that has more clarity. Let's check. This is a different one. But anyway, we can come to this chart also. But this is a pretty busy chart. We'll come to this later. We will go to the other one. This also I'll post it in the group later. The other one is, yes, this one. Okay, this is good. And I'll try to zoom this one. Yes. When I zoom in, this is what happens. So what I will do is first give you a little overview of this. So dear devotees, first of all, who is Nityananda Ram? Nityananda Ram is Balaram. That's why he's called Nityananda Balaram. Okay. Our plan is to go through this chart now and then look at the slides in the Chaitanya Pravaha. Then it will be easier for us. We will be able to relate to whatever is present in the slides and we can just go over quickly, the slides quickly. But this chart, we will walk through this so we get a clear idea of what is this terminology, what are these expansions like that. So the first point is, who is Nityananda Ram? Nityananda Ram is Balaram, Balaram himself. Okay, next, the second point. What are the expansions of Nityananda Ram? When Nityananda Ram is Balaram, yeah, his expansions are Mula Sankarshana, Mahasankarshana, Mahavishnu or Karnodakasai Vishnu, then Garbhodakasai Vishnu, and Kshirodakasai Vishnu, also Sesha. I'm just enumerating them, but we will hear the detail. So these are the different expansions of Nityananda Ram. I will see this one here. This chart also has about the avatars. So I'll just point out the expansions of Nityananda Ram here. We heard about the expansions of Nityananda Ram. Okay, we'll park it aside. And as we go through the chart, we will see where those expansions are. Now we'll go ahead, walk through the chart, and we will be hearing about the avatars now. And we will also come to know where those 5 expansions of Nityananda Ram are. So let's walk through this. Swayam Rupa, Swayam Bhagavan Krishna. Okay. Yeah, this is the best it could get to zoom. That's Swayam Rupa, Bhagavan, the original form of Krishna, Supreme Personality of Godhead. So he is the cowherd boy in Vrindavana, the Gopa Krishna. And he has expanded. The primary expansions are, they're called Swayam Prakasha. The Lord himself has expanded into 2 categories. One is Prabhava Prakasha, the other one is Vaibhava Prakasha. It means Prabhava means the Lord looks the same. Dvibhuja Krishna. So Krishna, Lord Krishna looks as Krishna. Then he's called Prabhava Prakasha. Like the Lord, when he was dancing in Rasa Lila, he expanded himself to be with all the gopis. So every Krishna was the same. He's looking the same, like that. So when each expansion is exactly as Krishna, then that is Prabhava Prakasha. So that's one example in the Rasa dance. And the other example is so many queens in Dwaraka, right? 108 queens. With all of them, Lord Krishna simultaneously lived with them. And when Narada Muni went to Dwaraka to have darshan of the Lord, in each um, palace, the Lord is with these queens, with each of these queens, simultaneously doing different things. So it's the same Lord, looking the same, like that. Those are the examples, Rasa dance and the queens of Dwaraka, how the Lord has expanded himself. The other example, so that is, the Rasa dance example is in Goloka. And the Dwaraka queens example will be in Dwaraka. And this is the Lord, he's the Parthasarathi Krishna that came, that spoke Bhagavad Gita, right? So that form of the Lord is the same, looking as same as Shyamasundara, right? So these expansions of the Lord who are Krishna, who are looking exactly like Lord Krishna, are Prabhava, Prakasha. And the other category is Vaibhava, Prakasha. These expansions don't look like Krishna, like Balaram doesn't look like Krishna. Interesting, right? Interesting, I'm saying this because we are so much used to thinking of Krishna and Balaram as two different personalities. And here we are looking at the chart and you're like, oh, Balaram is from Krishna. By the end of this chart, after we hear the whole thing, so everything is Krishna. Everyone is Krishna. I like that. So Vaibhava is like Balaram, who the expansion of the Lord, but he doesn't look like Lord Krishna. Example is Balaram. He is Vaibhava Prakasha. And also, Balaram doesn't look like Krishna because his complexion is different. And the other form of the Lord, when the Lord was born in Mathura, then soon from the baby, Lord Vishnu manifests, right? And he speaks Vasudeva. So that form also doesn't look like Krishna. He's the Chaturbhuja, Lord Vishnu. So these are the forms that are called as Vaibhava Prakasha. These expansions, they don't look like Krishna. And based on the mood, the bodily form is there, like that, for Balarama and for the Lord that has appeared in the prison house. Because the Lord that has appeared in the prison house, he is like, yes, I am Supreme Personality of Godhead. He's in Aishwarya Bhava. That's why he has his four arms, like that. So that's Vaibhava Prakasha. Yes? We good? Now, from this, Balarama is also called Sankarshana. Okay? Vasudeva, Sankarshana, Pradyumna, Aniruddha. These are the Chatuvyuhas. So from Balarama or Sankarshana comes Mula Sankarshana. Mula Sankarshana is in Madhura. With Dwaraka, this is Krishna. Balaram in Dwaraka is Mula Sankarshana. Okay, so Mula Sankarshana. From this Mula Sankarshana, first Chaturvyuha comes. When we say Chaturvyuha, that's Vasudeva, Sankarshana, Aniruddha, Pradyumna. It can be a little confusing, or a little more than a little confusing. This is the most complex chart in understanding the expansions of the Lord. The PhD, Chaitanya Charitamrita is PhD, right? So this is a PhD chart in regards to the expansions of the Lord, avatars of the Lord. We just heard about the PhD in Rasa, about the 3 internal reasons, Chaitanya, of why the Lord descends. So that's the PhD matter in Rasa. This is the PhD matter in Tattva. So we'll just simply touch base. Okay. So I'm going to say only those words, touch only those aspects. Yeah, I'll still post the chart, post this chart so you can go through, but we'll just go through a simplified version. All right. Balarama is called Sankarshana. He is in Vrindavana. From the Sankarshana, this Mula Sankarshana is in Dwaraka. From the Mula Sankarshana comes Chaturvyuha. And this Mula Sankarshana expands into Mahasankarshana in Vaikuntha. And from this Mahasankarshana, again the Chaturvyuha are expanded from Mahasankarshana. That's in Vaikuntha. From Mahasankarshana comes Mahavishnu. That's Karnodakasai Vishnu. That's the junction of the spiritual and material realm. So Karnodakasai Vishnu is from Mahasankarshana. From Karnodakasai Vishnu comes Garbhodakasai Vishnu. These are Purushavataras. From Garbhodakasai Vishnu is Kshirodakasai Vishnu. Yeah. And there is Seshanaga also, that is holding the Brahmanda. So these are considered as expansions of Lord Nityananda Ram. The Seshanaga, the Kshirodakasai Vishnu, the Garbhodakasai Vishnu, the Karnodakasai Vishnu, the Mahasankarshana and Mula Sankarshana. Expansions of Nityananda Ram. Okay. Here, coming to the avatars now. For the avatars to come, if you look at the chart, dear devotees, I know this is Kshirodakasai Vishnu. This is the portal of entry for all the avatars to appear. So any of the avatars, they come through Kshirodakasai Vishnu. What avatars are there? Lila avatars. These are all list of Lila avatars here. Guna avatars. And Avesha avatars. In that there is Shakti Avesha avatars. Then Yuga avatars. Then Manvantara avatars. These are all the avatars. Okay. It is also said that Advaitacharya is a combination of, Mahavishnu. And I also remember he's also non-different from Shambhu, that's Sadashiva. But definitely he's Mahavishnu. That is there. But that will be covered in the Advaita Tattva when in the next class. But now these are the expansions of the Nityanandaram and these are the avatars. Okay, so we are reasonably clear about Lord Nityanandaram is Balaram and the 5 expansions of Nityanandaram. We are clear. I'll say this again. From Balaram is also called Sankarshana. He is in Vrindavana. And in Dwaraka, he is Mula Sankarshana. And in Vaikunta, he is Mahasankarshana. And from Mahasankarshana comes Mahavishnu. Yeah. When Karnodakasai Vishnu decides to create these universes with the glance of Karnodakasai Vishnu, we heard this in Brahma Samhita also, right? From the glance of Mahavishnu. The glance of Mahavishnu is Shambhu. This has the sum total of all living entities and the time factor. So this is Shambhu. Shambhu goes and interacts with Prakriti, with Pradhan. Pradhan is the unmanifested form. So Pradhan, Prakriti. So that is Karnodakasai Vishnu, whose glance causes creation. Yeah. And after the creation is done, all these material universes come out. Come out from Karnodakasai Vishnu. Karnodakasai Vishnu is known as Paramatma of the total material creation. The whole material creation. So 3/4 of the creation is spiritual. 3/4 of the existence is spiritual. Just a bubble somewhere is the material bubble, material creation. And for that whole material creation, the Paramatma is Karnodakasai Vishnu. First Paramatma. And after all these material universes were created or, comes out from the transcendental force of Mahavishnu, in each of those universes, he enters into each universe as Garbhodakasai Vishnu. That is how the life in each Brahmanda is the entry of the Lord as Garbhodakasai Vishnu gives life in the Brahmanda. So in this way, Garbhodakasai Vishnu is the Paramatma of the Brahmanda. Each Brahmanda, each universe. Okay, so it's the second Paramatma. The fact that fire is fire, water is water, solid is solid, liquid is liquid, air is air. The dharma of all the Panchabhutas is because of the presence of the Paramatma, this Garbhodakasai Vishnu. All the planets are in place and they are revolving exactly the way they need to because of the presence of Paramatma. The water is flowing and is wetting, and it wets the things that comes in contact with it is because of the Paramatma present in the water. The fires, dharma of the fire is to burn. The fire is burning because of the presence of Paramatma. Like that, the Garbhodakasai Vishnu is the Paramatma that is pervading through each and every atom of all the universes, in each universe. So he's the second Paramatma. And he is lying on the ocean of Garbhodaka. What is that? After the Karnodakasai Vishnu created these material universes, after he entered into each universe, there is transcendental perspiration from his body. And on the ocean of that Garbhodaka, the Lord is lying down. And from his navel comes Brahma. Yeah. And the stem that comes out from the navel of the Lord, that has Brahma at the top, all that stem has the 14 planetary systems. So in this way, the Brahmanda is about the Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu, the whole thing. Okay. And now that in each Brahmanda, the Lord has entered as Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu, he's entering into the heart of all of us, the living entities, as Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu. Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu, Kshira Udaka Sai Vishnu. He's present in the milk ocean, dear devotees. There will be a picture that will be coming up in the slides, beautiful ones. That also, then also we can hear. So he's present on the milk ocean. He's present in the Sveta Deepa, that is present in the milk ocean. He's Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu. So this is where Brahma, Indra, all of them, they go and pray and put petition. Whenever there is a problem in the universe and when they need help from the Lord, this is the spot that they go to. And this is where all the prayers are offered. That's a Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu. So Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu is the portal of entry of all the avatars. But when the Lord decides to descend himself like Lord Krishna in this Divya Yuga, when Dwapara Yuga is flipped with Treta Yuga, generally Treta Yuga is the third one. It should come in third. Dwapara should come in second. But when it is flipped like that, it means Lord Krishna is directly descending, like the Lord, the Swayam Rupa Bhagwan, from there is directly descending, not necessarily through the portal of entry of Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu. Like that. So that's the Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu. So from him comes all these avatars. So all these three, Karnodak Sai Vishnu, the first Paramatma, Garbhodak Sai Vishnu, the Paramatma of the total Brahmanda or universe, each universe, and Kshirodak Sai Vishnu, the Paramatma in the each individual. These are called Purushavataras. They are three. Okay? Purushavataras are three. Then comes Gunavataras. They are also three. Gunavataras is based on the need for creation, maintenance, and sustenance. The Lord directly or indirectly carries those creation, maintenance, sustenance. Creation as Brahma, maintenance as Lord Vishnu, and destruction as Lord Shiva. Brahma for Rajoguna, Lord Vishnu for Sattva, Lord Shiva as he is, not that he is in Tamoguna, but he is the avatara for Tamoguna, because the destruction happens only in Tamoguna, like that. So that's why these are called Gunavataras. Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva. Brahma, passion creates. Sattva maintains. Yeah. Tamoguna, ignorance destroys. That's why these are Gunavataras, three of them. Okay. And Lila avatars. When these avatars come, there is a reason to come, to perform a specific Lila. Like in Dasavataras, most of them are Leelas. Matsya, Kurma, Varaha. There is a reason why that avatara has come, to perform that specific Leela. It is said that there are these avatars are like waves in the ocean, innumerable, but few of them are mentioned here. So those are Leela avatars. Okay, so we have covered Guna avatars, Leela avatars, and then Avesha avatars. Avesha means So the Lord directly empowering or indirectly empowering a jiva. Those are Satyavesha avatars. Here, they're almost like jiva, but still they're coming under the avatars of the Lord. Because if you look at the example, this has become so minute. Yeah. Bhagavad Avesha, directly empowered by the Lord, like Kapila Deva, Rishabhadeva. Vibhuti, or indirectly empowered. Narada Muni, Maharaj Prithu, Parashurama, and the 4 Kumaras. Lord Brahma. These are the empowerments. How are they empowered? These are beautiful dear devotees. And Seshanaga is also empowered incarnation. Anantadeva also empowered incarnation. What are they empowered with? Seshanaga, the Seshanaga that holds the whole Brahmanda. We will see the picture. That is holding the whole universe. Anantadeva, sorry. Anantadeva is holding the whole universe. It's like a mustard seed. Universe is like a mustard seed. So that Anantadeva is empowered with Bhudharana Shakti. Bhudharana, to hold the earth planet. It's not just the earth planet, but the whole, in the 5th canto, we have heard the whole Bhumandala, not just the earth planet. So that is why Bhudharana Shakti. Anantadeva is empowered with Bhudharana Shakti. Seshanaga is empowered with Swasevana Shakti. Seshanaga is this one, where the Sesha is acting, serving as a bed of the Lord. Bed of the Lord, umbrella of the Lord. That is Seshanaga. Swasevana Shakti means that form of the Lord that is worshipping of his own self. Swasevana Shakti. That is Seshanaga. And Brahma is empowered with Shrishti Shakti, creative power. Chatursana, the 4 Kumaras, Jnana Shakti, with knowledge. Narada Muni, with Bhakti Shakti, devotion. That's why Narada, that's Narada Muni for devotion. And Maharaj Prithu for Palana Shakti, to rule. Palana Shakti. Parashurama, Patana Shakti. I am not clear about that one now. Parashurama killed all the Kshatriya, right? So I'm assuming that's Patana Shakti, for destruction. And so that's about the Shaktivesha avatars and Yuga avatars. 4 yugas are there, right? Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapar Yuga, Kali Yuga. In Satya Yuga, the avatar of Satya Yuga is Shukla, white in color. The avatar of Treta Yuga is Rakta, red in color. So white in color, Shukla, I'm thinking it's Lord Kapila. We have to verify on that. And avatar in red, Rakta. I know Lord Ramachandra was there, but the red color, we have to check on that. And Dwapara Yuga, Shyama, dark blue, that's pretty clear, Lord Krishna. And in Kali Yuga, Pita, yellow. That's Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Channa Avatara. Yeah, those are the 4 Yuga avatars. And last one is Manvantara avatars. Here the list only enumerates different Manus. The 14 Manus. Remember, these are the 14 Manus. In one day of Brahma, these 14 Manus rule. So only Manvantaras are, only Manus are enumerated here. But Manvantara avatars, they are specific. See, for example, Chakshusha Manu. I think Ksheerasagara Madhanam, churning of milk ocean has happened in that Manu. And the Manvantara avatara for that is Ajita, if I'm not wrong. So like that, for each Manu, there is a Manvantara avatara. So these are different avatars, dear devotees. Yeah. Purushavatas, Gunavataras, Lila Avataras, Shaktiveshya Avataras, Yuga Avataras, and Manvantara Avataras. That's what we have heard. And we also heard about Nityanandaram, who is Balaram, and his 5 expansions. Plus, this is Mula Sankarshana, Mahasankarshana, Mahavishnu, Garbhodaksai Vishnu, Kshirodaksai Vishnu, and Sesha. So, that's about the expansions of Nityanandaram and the avatars. And what are the rasas of that Lord Nityanandaram or Balarama serves the Bhagavan with? He serves as, one is Dasya Rasa, next Vatsalya Rasa, Dasya, Shanta, Dasya, Sakya, yeah. So Dasya Rasa, Sakya Rasa, Vatsalya Rasa, primarily 3, but as Ananga Manjari, he serves in Shringara Rasa also. So in this way, Balaram serves the Lord in all these 4 rasas. This is the information. Not the information, but this is the katha, glorious katha about Lord Nityanandaram, Balaram. Now we will quickly go with the slides. It's just browsing through the slides. We have heard everything, but for our satisfaction, we will go through the slides also. Yeah, dear devotees. Now you will be able to understand everything in the slides, and that will be an easy one. So I'll just share the slides with you. So many back and forth today. Yes. All right. Into the slides. Beautiful slides. Now coming to, so when you're looking at these slides, dear devotees, we have gone through, we have touched the essence of all these slides in the last katha, when we heard about Isha, Lord Chaitanya. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's see. These are the expansions. Yeah, actually, this is, we can scroll through from here. Okay. So we heard about the expansions, right? Vilasa Vigrahas, Prakasha Vigrahas. Vilasa, like Balarama, Narayana, like that. Prakasha, Krishna and Rasa Lila with Dwaraka queens, like that. This will come later. Come to this later. Now, in Nityanandaram, the slides, this is, these are ocean of slides. We'll just come to Nityanandaram. Then it will be easier for you. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, when he presented Chaitanya Charitamrita, we have already seen, right? So he presents first, and it feels like we have heard everything, but then he says, now I'm going to say everything in detail. So that's why there will be overlap. But now coming to Nityanandaram. All that was Gaura. Gaura. So many slides for Gaura. And for Nityanandaram also there are many. Okay. That's Nityanandaram. ki jaya. Okay. Obeisance to Lord Nityananda. Vande Anantat Putaishwaryam Shri Nityanandam Ishwaram. Yasyechaya Tatswarupam Agniyapi Nirupyate. Those are pranam mantras. Okay, in this shloka, this says the identity of Lord Balaram or Nityanandaram. It is about Sarva Avatari Krishna Swayam Bhagavan Tanara Dvitiya Deha Shri Balarama. So expansion of Bhagavan is Balarama. Ekayi Swarupa Dono Bhinna Matrakaya. Both are the same. Everything, everybody is Krishna, expansion of Krishna here anyway. Like Srimati Radharani is also. So here, Balaram and Krishna are the same, but they're in two different bodies. Pinna Matra Kaya. Adya Kaya Vyuha, Krishna Lila, Lila Rasahaya. And what is the reason for Balaram's expansion when he's Krishna himself? So he can get some assistance. The Lord can get some assistance in enjoying his rasas, different rasas. That's why he wanted an assistant. And he expanded himself. That's the reason. So that's the identity, functionality, or service of Balaram. And the same, Nityanandaram, what he does is to assist Gaurachandra. Same. Yeah. In the Lila Rasahaya, to offer Sahaya, help in the Leelas, in the pastimes of the Lord. That's why Balaram comes first. That's why Nityanandaram comes first. Gets everything ready. Make sure that everybody's ready for the Leela also. Arranges everything and then says, okay, dear Lord, now you can descend. I got everything ready for you. Krishna Leela Rasahaya. The source of 5 expansions, Nityananda, that we have heard. Okay. So as we scroll through the slides, you know that we have already heard all these. Yeah. Nityananda, Sankarshana in Chaturvyuha. These are about the Chaturvyuhas. And see one point. This is one point here that can be. This here we have heard about, Goloka. I think I will show you this slide. This is the slide that can help you understand better. The slide that we just saw, not this one. But, yeah, this one. See, dear devotees, only one point. Focus only on one point. Actually, since we have come to this slide, I'll briefly say this. So when I post it, then you know what this is about. It looks overwhelming, but it is not overwhelming, dear devotees. So when it is posted, you know what this is about. This is different lokas. Here, Goloka, Mathura, Dwaraka, Ayodhya, Vaikunta. And here you see here this Siddha Loka.
We are not able to see the slide.
Okay, sorry. Let me... too many shifts here back and forth. Isliye I am concerned that I would lose this. Okay, yeah. Share. This is really the tattva of Chaitanya Charitamrita. This is the one I wanted to share. Okay, this one, yeah. So, Ab, you must be able to. Yeah?
Yes, we can see.
Thank you. So, this is very, almost easy peasy, because we have heard this all in Canto 5, Srimad Bhagavatam. And a little more detail here is, information is here only in this part. So I'll quickly walk through this. So when you can read in detail when it is posted. But what this slide says is this. This is Goloka. And then Mathura. Here is Dwaraka, Ayodhya, Vaikuntha. So these are all spiritual planets. Vaikuntha and above all are spiritual planets. Here you see the Siddha. Let me zoom. Yes, this is better. Yeah. So Siddhaloka is there, right? Siddhaloka is nothing but Brahmajyoti. I wanted to let you know about that. When I read this, I'm like, where is this Siddhaloka coming from? It's nothing but the Brahmajyoti. We can just say that this is the other word for Brahmajyoti. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says even the enemies of Lord Vishnu goes there because that's the Sayujya Mukti, Brahmajyoti. Okay, that's Siddhaloka. And, but that is still spiritual though, Brahmajyoti. Now, there is a Karana Viraja river or Karanodaka ocean. That is like a demarcation between the transcendental realm and this material realm. So that's why we see here Karanodaka Sai Vishnu with Karana Udaka, casual water. That is the Viraja river. Casual water is the Viraja river. And of course, from Karanodaka Sai Vishnu, all these universes are coming. Yeah, so clear. And each universe is magnified here. But this is a beautiful picture though. It has many details. Different layers of Brahmanda here. The 5th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam is beautifully described how each successive layer is like almost 10 times or 100 times like that, bigger than the successive layer like that. So that is the shell, andas. Anda is egg, right? Egg shell. So Brahmanda, the shell of this Brahmanda is with not only Panchamahabhutas, but also with the manas, intelligence, false ego, the thickest layer. So that's the Brahmanda. And inside the Brahmanda are the 14 planetary systems. Yeah, so the details are here. Very nicely, they have mentioned who resides in each planet also. The personalities. That is about Brahmanda. And here, the Visarga, the Sarga is explained how from Mahat Tattva the Ahamkara comes, then Sattva Rajastama, they come. That is explained here. Yeah. And this is, see, this is Sesha. This Sesha has Bhudharana Shakti. This is the empowered Shakti Veshya. Because this Sesha is holding the whole Brahmanda. Bhudharana Shakti. Sesha. Like that. And in this side, yeah, different rasas in each loka. In Goloka, Mathura, Dwaraka, like that. So those details are there. So that's the spiritual sky above, and middle is the Karanodaka sky, Karana Udaka or Viraja river, and then material sky here. And the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, it's a different chart. It directly connects everybody in this Brahmanda to the spiritual sky. So that's how the Hare Krishna Mahamantra goes from the material realm to spiritual realm. Of course, it has actually come from the spiritual realm to take us to the material realm. But this is the chart, dear devotees. We have walked through it. You can read the details. And the point that I wanted to bring to your attention is this Siddhaloka, which is Brahmajyoti. Okay, this is all needed. And going back to the PowerPoints. They're already covered anyway. All of them. See, Paravyoma versus Siddhaloka. So, see, this is the Hare Krishna mantra that I was mentioning, how this goes here. How Lord expands himself into the material world. So that we heard about Mahasankarshana, explanations, all this we have heard. Karnodak Sai Vishnu, glancing at Maya Devi, all these material universes, how they come out. Karnodak Sai Vishnu. Like that. He's the Garbhodak Sai Vishnu. This is the stem. and Brahma is at the top, and all the 14 planetary systems are in this stem. Yeah, and he's lying in the Garbhodaka ocean. Same. Garbhodaka ocean. So Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu, he is the super soul of all the Brahmanda, the whole universe, in each universe. Here is the Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu, the Lord in the heart, Paramatma in each living entity. Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu. So how all these demigods, they come and offer prayers to the Lord. So that's Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu. So effulgent, brilliant. He's a Chaitya Guru. Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu. Chaitya Guru, the Paramatma in the heart. It is Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says, we heard in Gurun, right? Siksha Guru, Diksha Guru. Because one cannot see the form of Chaitya Guru, he comes out in the form of Siksha Guru. That's what Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says, because we cannot see this form. He comes as Siksha Guru. So Kshirodaka Sai, same. Yeah, we heard about that. Now, this is Nityanandaram and his rasas. Yeah, his rasa as a dasya servant, massaging his feet, Sakya playing with the Lord, and Vatsalya taking care of the Lord. So same as Balarama, Nityanandarama. Nityanandaram has the same mellows with Gaurachandra. Ekale Ishwara Krishna Arasabha Vrityam Yare Yache Nachaye Se Taiche Karen Ritya. There is only one Ishwara. Everybody else is Britya. Everybody is everybody by nature they want to serve the Lord. That's why everybody is naturally the servant of the Lord. And it is explained that how Mother Yashoda and everybody in the Vrindavan are actually, they are impelled, lovingly impelled, to give joy to Bhagavan in their own rasa, in their own capacity. They are impelled to give joy to Bhagavan. So in this way, everybody is meant to give joy to Bhagavan. And we just heard, giving joy to Bhagavan. Bhagavan gets joy one time, but the joy Bhakta experiences is million time in giving joy to Bhagavan. Because we think, if it's all about pleasing Krishna, if it is all about giving happiness to Krishna, what about me? Fruitative mentality, where will it go? What is it there for me? What is in there for me? Arre Baba, it's not about $1 that you look for. It is $1 million deal. So, everybody is so lovingly impelled to give joy for Bhagavan. In this way, everybody is a servant. This word, English word, servant, Sevak is better. But the whole point is they can't stop themselves from giving joy to Bhagavan. I don't know what word is there for that. Bhritya is better. Yeah. So, isn't that beautiful? They can't stop themselves from giving joy to Bhagavan. That's what bhakti is about. Wow. Yeah, this is all we heard. Last words of in this chapter, the words of Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is saying, Nityanandaram is my Lord. He is the one. He is my spiritual master. He is my initiated spiritual master, and because of only his mercy, I have the mercy of my Siksha Gurus. That is Rupa Sanatana, Raghunath Dasa, Raghunath Bhatta, Gopala Bhatta, and Jiva Goswamis. Not only that, but it is because of Lord Nityananda, Madana Mohana, I had mercy from Madana Mohana. Because of the Nityananda Ram's mercy, Nityananda Ram's mercy made Madana Mohana my master, says Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. This is something, for Gaur Katha, when these acharyas speak, it is their signature. In their words, in their mood, Dainya is their signature. Even if we understand the details of Gaur Katha or not, when these acharyas speak, there will be an impact on our consciousness. How again and again in each chapter, Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, he bows down again and again at the lotus feet of Sri Rupa Sanatana and then, his spiritual masters. And how much he's grateful to Nityananda Ram, because it's only because of the instruction of Nityananda Ram he went to Vrindavana and he got this wealth, all the Siksha Gurus, and he has become the pen of Madana Mohana, blessings from Madana Mohana to write Chaitanya Charitamrita. Like that. So he carries this gratitude. They live in this gratitude. And this gratitude, their heartbeat is gratitude, Dainya. So when they have that in their heart, how can they express in the words? The words are not enough. The language is very limited. So they have to just pick and choose some words and some expressions that everybody is familiar with, so they can convey a little bit of something that they are experiencing in their heart. So what is final words today from Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami? So what words is he choosing to express what he's experiencing in his heart? Jagai madai haite muni se papeshta, purushera kita haite muni se laghishta. Mora nama shune tara punyakshaya, mora nama laya tara papahaya. There's so much Vedic literature, but this mood, these words are not present. This Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is saying, Jagai madai haite muni se papishta. I am more fallen than Jagai and Madai. I am very sinful than Jagai and Madai. Purishera kita haite muni se lagishta. Not only that I am so sinful, but I am so untouchable and so obnoxious than the worm in the stool. We think, what is the choice of words? What is that expression? But again, as said, what they feel inside, it is difficult to convey in the words that we know in a way that we can understand. And this is the best it could get to. Mora nama shunei tara punyakshaya. If you hear my name, all your punya will go away and all the papa will come to you. This is Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, who was ordered and blessed by Sri Madana Mohana to write Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. These are the words of Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. I will just honor those words and leave there. I'll just honor those words. So, what did we hear today? Just summarizing what we have heard today. That's the end of today's katha, dear devotees, by the way. We heard about Nityananda Ram, everything about Nityananda Ram. In the next class, we will hear about Sri Advaita Tattva. So, how beautiful, how beautiful. There's the Lord. Here, Sashtanga pranams. Everybody is so much meditating on the Lord, glorifying the Lord. Oh, beautiful. So, what we have heard so far today, especially, what we have heard is about Nityanandara. Nityanandera Tattva. Actually, before that, we heard about Lord Chaitanya's, right? Especially the three internal reasons for the descent of the Lord. And after that, we heard about Nityanandera Tattva. Who is Nityananda? Nityananda is Balaram himself, and the expansions of Nityananda Ram, and the rasas. The functionality of Nityananda Ram is Lila Sahaya of Bhagavan, to give the Sahaya help in the Lila of Bhagavan. That's the functionality or service. And in what are the different rasas that Nityananda Ram assisted Bhagavan? That is Dasya, Sakhya, Vatsalya, and Shringara that we have heard. That's about Nityananda Ram. And we also heard about different avatars, the Purushavatas, the Gunavataras, the Lila avatars, Shaktiveshya avatars, Yuga avatars, and Manvantara avatars. Yeah, I think we have covered everything. Of course, we have gone through those charts too. That's all, dear devotees. Thank you all so much.